Why do you get so angry?
Across the UK, our favourite celebrities' homes
To me, Barry. To me. To you, then.
are being plagued by paranormal activity.
I don't know if you can do this, but like, can you off?
The darkness deepens.
You don't have to be sorry.
Thankfully, there are 3 people
Murder! That said murder.
Did say murder.
who can help.
I've lost her energy.
Gone.
Yeah.
I've lost her.
What?
Behind you!
What? What was that?
Don't. Oh! What's the matter?
In the name of the Father, and the Son, and the Holy Spirit. Amen.
You can move on.
Is there any spiritual presence making itself known to you?
I have this electricity running through my body, like an energy. So I don't know whether we're dealing with a poltergeist or something's energy-driven.
In this investigation,
Already myself.
I don't like anything that I feel might be a threat to my own.
a celebrity and his family tormented by spirits.
Getting a bit of a goosebump vibe going on now.
I can't shake this feeling of being watched.
There's always the feeling that you're never on your own.
A barbaric entity
Eviscerated her, innards ripped out.
and harrowing evidence that terrifies our team.
Shadow.
It's here.
Are you guys scared?
I am fascinated by what's been happening. How about you?
There is this element of anticipation. I don't know. Maybe it's an excited feeling.
Unlike Barry and Jane, medium Ian asks not to be told anything about the case, so he knows he's getting direct communication with his spirit guides.
I feel as if I've got a problem with my speech.
Really?
I have to think about what I'm going to say. So I don't know whether that's connection to the spirit or connection in other ways, but I just feel that I can't speak properly.
The team have been called in to investigate paranormal activity in this newly converted 4-bedroom farmhouse set on 15 acres of land.
You know what? I'm not sure whether I want to get rid of this ghost yet. I'd like to find out a little bit more about them.
This is the home of multi-platinum selling opera singer Russell Watson.
Moved into the house just under 2 years ago now. I live here with my wife Louise and our 1,001 pets. When we first moved here, I didn't really get a sense that anywhere in the house was affected until I walked into the piano room. It's a sense of something just doesn't feel quite right. The Nissan hut, it just oozes that kind of paranormal feel. And it's right next to the woods. Everybody that goes in that place, they don't like it and they don't feel particularly comfortable there. Getting a bit of a goosebump vibe going on now. And I was stood outside, and out of the corner of my eye, I could have swore I saw someone sat on the tractor, so I turned round to look at the tractor. And nothing. So I was like, ooh. We checked the CCTV cameras and we didn't see any evidence that anyone had either come in or left the property. If there is genuinely some paranormal activity here, and if it's not a pleasant entity, then send it on its way.
Guys, we are actually here. This is the long driveway up to the house.
Wow. So there's a lot of land, isn't there?
Over 15 acres. Hey, see you later.
See you later.
Look.
As Barry and Jane head off to find out more about the case, Ian heads inside to understand what has been affecting his speech.
Hello? Hello? There was like an electronic interference sound as I walked into this room here, into the house. It's almost as if something doesn't want me to hear what's going on.
To understand what's been going on inside Russell's house, I've come to meet their housekeeper, Paula. In the 12 years that you've worked for Louise and Russell, have you experienced anything paranormal?
Since coming to this house, there's always been, most definitely, the feeling that you're never on your own, even when I'm on my own.
How long after moving in did you all start experiencing activity?
Oh, for me, it was straight away.
So what kinds of things?
We have a piano in the back room, and I'd say for the past 6 months, you can hear keys being played on the piano.
Is there a logical explanation for that at all?
No. That's one of the least used rooms in the whole house.
And what about this feeling of being watched? Is it, you know, can you explain it and describe it to me?
It's almost like somebody is already in the room when you get in there, basically. And like you're expecting to see somebody. It's a strange feeling, but then there's nobody there with you at all.
Which areas of the house would you say are the most active or have the most energy?
It's almost like there's a certain half of the house, which is nearest to the woods, is probably where I would say the activity was.
Where's it coming from? That's piano music. It sounds as though it's coming from that direction, through that wall. I can see a piano in the distance, but I don't know where that music's coming from. I can't explain that. Did you just hear that woman scream? It sounds as though it came from the other side of this wall, which potentially is the woods. And the more I try and link in with this female energy, but this person has been muted for some reason. There seems to be a link with this female and this house in some way now. The music, the piano, is drawing this energy to this house. Maybe she had a link with music in some way.
I've come to meet genealogist Paul McNeil, whose research might be able to explain what could be haunting our celebrity's home.
Congleton obviously is a beautiful rural area. Have you managed to find anything to tell me?
Yeah, well, there's a big story happened in the area on a very local level. So in November 1776, the farmer had gone out into his fields and he had 2 young labourers with him. They literally find a dismembered body of a woman. So arms cut off, legs cut off, head cut off, tongue cut out, innards ripped out, all distributed into the river down there.
And this genuinely happened? This isn't folklore or legend?
No.
This is a real story?
1776, this was fully documented at the time. It was Jack the Ripper, basically, locally. And when they got the head out, a local woman looked at the head and said, "That's Annie Smith, the local ballad singer."
Oh, so she was known in the area?
She was like a busker. So she would sing ballads and hope that someone would pay her.
How old was she, Paul?
She was 22. And the story goes that she had left home, walked across the fields through Congleton, and never came back.
That's terrifying.
I saw a man in black staring straight at me, and he was really creepy. I know we're close to the woods. I am drawn to the woodland. I've got a funny feeling that this man's aware, is conscious, so I feel like he would be able to communicate with us. Whether he wants to or not is another thing, but I do feel that he would be able to communicate. But I really need to find out who he is and why he's here.
I'm with genealogist Paul McNeil, who's uncovered horrendous local history about a brutal murder in a field near Russell's farm.
They mounted the search, and one guy in particular was very vocal about what he was going to do if they found out who did it. The local constable said, we need to find out more. So he looks at the body again. He says, the way it's been taken apart, it looks like it's somebody that knew what they were doing. So, you know, the tendons have been cut in a very specific way. He said, well, that's the kind of thing that a butcher would do.
Oh, my God.
So the guy that had been shouting and screaming about what he was going to do to the guy that did it, he was a man called Samuel Thorley. He was kind of unpopular, and he'd been working with local butchers. They were reporting that he was taking pieces of raw meat and eating them.
This is taking a sinister turn, Paul.
So he said to his landlady, has there been any strange behaviour lately? And she said, well, there was one thing. He brought some pork home and wanted me to cook it for him for breakfast. And he ate some, but it made him ill. And he told me to throw it away because there was something wrong with it. She said, but it looked all right to me, so I decided to keep it. So they take the pork to a local surgeon. He looks at it and he goes, that's human flesh.
Oh, God. Was it Annie?
Yeah, he eviscerated her. He'd taken the larger cuts of meat, if you like. So she was a ballad singer, and he cut her tongue out.
What happened to him?
They catch him, bring him in, confront him with the evidence they've got, and he just admits it. No remorse about what he'd done, no regrets. So they hanged him. He was actually hanged in 1777, but the murder was 1776.
Wow.
That man I saw, I think he'd have come in here. I'm calling out to the man in black I saw. Can you tell me why you're drawn to this area? It wouldn't surprise me if somebody has seen this man in here. Because there's a huge amount of energy around here, in this building. This man in black, for me, feels quite dark and quite sinister. The lady I'm seeing who can't speak is trying to warn me of this man in some way. I'm convinced of that.
With phantom music playing inside the house, I'm meeting with stable hand Jasmine to find out what happens outside.
The creepiest part of the farm to be at is the Nissan hut. I can't shake this feeling of being watched while I'm in there. I'll get my knife to cut the baling twine with.
Yeah.
I'll put it down, go to fetch a bale, and come back in, and the knife has been placed back on the shelf.
Are you joking? Any other items or objects that mysteriously move?
Tends to be like if I line all the hay nets and I come back and they're all slightly sort of like thrown askew. You can't help but notice certain things have moved while you're in there. I'm always looking over my shoulder because it's like, it feels like you're being watched. And there's always sort of that eeriness about it.
Now, this place is big. There's like 15 acres of land.
Yeah.
Where across the land or the property do you feel most impacted by this?
So definitely towards the Nissan hut, but also the forest. Sometimes I've looked after the house during the night and stuff, and you can hear whistling, and you can believe you hear voices and stuff up there. You can feel a presence sort of coming from the forest. There's also by the swimming pool, and I've heard other people that have heard certain things or felt certain presences along that side.
Now we've done our research on the case, it's time to meet our celebrity homeowner.
Hi, guys.
Hello, mate.
How'd you get on?
Can you remember on the journey here that I said that was a lady trying to communicate with me and she couldn't speak? And
Yeah.
Well, she's here.
Oh.
Well, I found out about a murder locally. In the late 1700s, a young woman called Annie was brutally murdered. She was actually a ballad singer.
A singer?
Yeah. And do you know the interesting bit? She had her tongue cut out.
No way.
Do you know whose house this is?
No.
Russell Watson.
Singer?
Yeah.
Wow. Wow. Very talented.
Very talented indeed.
Yeah.
Russell's wife Louise is also joining us for this investigation, as she's also concerned about what or who is lingering in the property.
Hello.
Hello,
Hi.
Russell.
How are you?
Hi.
It's me, Russell.
Hello.
Hello.
Louise.
Hi.
Hi, lovely to
Hi. There's a lot going on, guys, I'm sorry to say.
Do you?
We'd like to make a start with our trigger session. Now, normally, this is best with you guys with us, if you're up for that.
Definitely.
Yeah. Let's go inside, come on. I think so. Go on, lead the way.
It'll be
then.
fine.
We start our investigation in the living room, where I'd like to record some EVPs or electronic voice phenomena. Have you ever done any form of spirit communication in your home?
Never.
No. I'm getting shivers. The other day, the people that come to basically service the pool every couple of weeks, the lad was round and he said, do people normally come down here? And I went, what do you mean? He says, because there's someone just been stood up there, all dressed in black, and he was staring.
So the man I saw, dressed in all black, near your shelter was just stood staring and then just disappeared. It's got to be the same man.
Really creepy.
Well, you know, when I meet up with historians, what I didn't expect to be talking about was a brutal murder. The young lady who was murdered was Annie Smith. That it happened in the late 1700s, so we're going back a long time. But something that brutal can echo through the generations and can leave land tainted.
So we're going to use the digital voice recorders and we're going to call out, ask some questions, and then we'll play back the recording to see whether or not there are any responses. EVP recording number 1. Russell and Louise to call out, front room.
Is there anybody there? If there is, can you respond to us somehow?
Annie, are you here in the room? Try and interact somehow.
Do you feel that?
That cold?
Yeah.
It does feel cold.
All right, play back the recording.
Russell and Louise to call out, front room. Is there anybody
Who's that?
there? Russell and Louise to call out, front room. Is there any...
It sounded like a whisper.
Russell and Louise to call out, front room.
It sounds like Bethany.
It does.
Is there anybody there?
That's my sister. My sister's named Bethany.
Out of interest, does your sister's... She comes here?
Yeah. We were going up towards the stables to check on the horses, and I said, I just need to refill a hay net. And she went, I'm not getting any further. And I went, what do you mean? And she won't go in, would she?
No.
She won't go near it.
I would like for you to go in there on your own. If you call out in there and find out who potentially is affecting the space, is it this male entity?
Yeah. It's going to be a bit scary for me, but I really want to know what's going on.
Having heard a spirit who we think is Annie say Bethany, Louise and I head up to the Nissen hut to try and contact the man dressed in black.
While we'll be watching on from the nerve centre.
I'll leave Louise with the Alice box, a device with a bank of words spirits can manipulate and a blindfold to heighten her hearing.
Oh, my God. Go easy on me, Annie, or to myself.
She looks pretty scared.
I can feel the tension, can you?
Yeah,
From here, it's
yeah.
almost like the calm before the storm.
Head. Head?
Oh, my God. She was decapitated.
She was. Her head was removed, and it was her head that identified her.
Shift. Oh, my God. Can I... Oh, right, OK. I'm going. I'm getting off. I'll just stand. And you can tell me.
What's happening? Don't worry.
I'm just going to stand because she's told me to shift.
I think we need to send Russell in. to see if Russell's energy will change
OK.
the atmosphere in there. Do you want to go in, Russell?
You're up for that.
It's me.
I think he'll go in quite domineering.
She told me to shift.
Well, it's my tractor, maybe that's why.
If this spirit really feels threatened by Russell,
Yeah.
this is almost the ultimate offence, isn't it?
OK, so...
Sitting on the tractor.
Was it you I saw on the tractor? Was it you in the woods? Were you in the woods by the swimming pool?
She.
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 Tell, say.
Oh,
Yeah,
wow,
to Louise.
she. It was her. Annie. She's been near the pool.
Finished.
Finished.
Is that finished?
Is that you finished, Annie?
Maybe we end it there. Maybe the spirit's just saying finished.
Bizarre.
Well done, guys.
To continue our trigger session, we decide to split up. Russell and I head to the piano room, an area he feels the presence strongest. While Ian and Barry take Louise to the pool, where Ian saw a figure dressed in black by the woods.
I don't ever come round here on my own. I'm OK if I'm with people.
But you get the feeling of being watched from up here, don't you?
Yeah. Yeah.
Do you want to turn the Alice box on and maybe call out? Having heard she earlier, we need to understand why Annie is here. The Alice box will provide her with a bank of words and sounds to communicate.
Did you hear that? Was that a laughter? Was that like a... I thought it was a bird at first, but there's something going on there. Where are you now?
It was a black shadow or something moving. Wait.
Can you come down?
Can people walk up there?
We're not halfway up now.
What do you want?
Dispose.
Dispose. He disposed of the body and a head was found.
Yeah.
Okay. You'll be fine.
Yeah.
Let's just create a bit of energy and maybe try and entice her forward with a song.
Yep.
I think it's the room in the house that is closest to the pool area in the woods, isn't it? I'm going to run this device. This is a spirit box. Now, what this does, this sweeps through AM and FM radio frequencies. The theory is that spirits, because they're operating on a different frequency, can actually communicate through this. So whenever you're ready, Russ.
Abide with me, first falls the eventide. The darkness deepens, Lord, with me abide.
Annie, are you here with us?
It's okay to talk. Talk. Do you want to sing? Do you want to sing for us, Annie? Cruel. Annie, are you there?
She is here.
Sing for us.
Oh, no!
Me, vocal scales.
Oh, my God. But we did hear Annie.
Yeah.
After an active spirit triggers, we come back together to send off our homeowner. How was yours?
Pretty interesting.
We've got a huge amount of investigating to do, and obviously we need to get further evidence of Samuel's presence. But what would you like us to do if we do identify the spirits and make contact? Would you like us to get rid of them?
Yeah, 100%.
For sure.
Cleanse the property and the land?
Yes, please.
You leave us for the night and we're going to crack on.
OK.
Cheers.
Cheers, guys. Okay. Thank you.
Okay.
After connecting with both Annie and potentially her killer Samuel, it's time for me to take the team to the nerve centre to talk them through the camera placement for the investigation. That was an interesting spirit triggers.
Yeah.
Now, it's a very large location with a lot of land, but I've got 8 cameras set up across the property. I've placed camera number 1 downstairs in the hallway.
Yeah, and that's where I could hear that electronic interference, and it was interfering with my energy.
Camera number 2 is in the dining room. I've placed the 3rd camera in the living room where we began spirit triggers.
And that's where I was aware of that female.
The 4th fixed infrared camera is in the piano room.
Then that felt quite cold and quite sinister and dark in there.
I've placed camera number 5 downstairs in the music room. The 6th infrared camera is looking at the swimming pool outside.
Oh, I was just drawn to the woods.
Camera number 7 I've put in the woods. And the final fixed infrared camera is located in the Nissan hut, looking at that tractor.
And that's where I saw that shadow of that man in black.
I'd like us to head back inside, maybe reconvene in the living room.
Okay.
Yes, Cal, good. We need to make contact with the man in black I saw earlier in the investigation. Could this be Annie's killer, Samuel?
I'm going to run Echo Vox.
Samuel, are you here? Because the room's gone very cold. Samuel, can you identify yourself, please? Repeat your name.
What was that?
I heard chop up or chop.
Just to chop up.
Oh my God.
Samuel, did you like the taste?
You see, the reports actually say that he didn't like it, so he ate some and said, no, it's gone off, it's bad, throw it away.
Samuel, what did you do to Annie?
Get out.
Get out.
Get out.
Samuel, we're not leaving.
That's him.
You can call us all the names you like, but we're not leaving this house. Are you still chasing Annie?
Yes.
Centre to the team.
Receiving over.
We have some footage that we'd like you to come and see in Nerve.
Footage.
Footage, let's go.
All 8 cameras are constantly recording and being monitored throughout the investigation. It'll be interesting to see what the team have captured and where. What have you got, Jazz?
Wait till you see this.
Go on.
Whoa, what was that?
Oh my God.
What on earth was that? That's that black shadow.
Where'd it come from?
Definitely coming from the woods.
All our crew accounted for, so this dark shadow we've captured might be Samuel luring us to the woods. That's amazing stuff. I'll take the thermal imager. All right, let's go.
I'm going to put the hex comm on. Is Samuel Thorley with me now? The murderer, the cannibal. I swear someone's watching us.
They are. Samuel is here. Just be really careful.
What?
What was that?
Who said? What was that?
Listen, shh, nobody move. The shadow.
What?
Samuel.
Do you get the feeling that we're almost being stalked?
Yeah,
As in,
and push further into the woods.
Yeah. Who's in the woods with us? We know there's someone here. We can feel your energy.
Although I can sense Samuel, he's giving us a runaround and isn't communicating with us directly.
Why don't we split up and maybe investigate the Nissan hut and the pool area?
With Samuel stalking us around the property and Annie trying to communicate, we decide to split up to cover more ground. Ian and I head to the pool area and use a hexcom, a word bank specifically designed to communicate with spirits.
It definitely feels like there's eyes in those woods looking down at you.
Yeah.
Annie, we know what happened. I don't know.
I feel someone stood there, you know.
Who's watching us now? Annie, is that you?
What?
Woods. God, they're there.
Yeah, they're there.
whilst I head to the Nissan hut to try and make contact with Samuel.
God, it's creepy. Let's do some EVP work.
Did you kill Annie? Did you eat her flesh? Speak to me now.
Annie? Is that you? Are you here?
Are you in pain? Constant. Ian, I said to Annie, are you in pain? Constant.
Oh, God bless her. Annie, is it because you want to speak to us and you can't?
Someone's been watching. Up there, someone up there.
Oh. Someone's just walked straight through me.
Hello?
Who's here? Samuel?
In the Nissan hut, something is interfering with my equipment.
Thermal. It's not coming online. I'm gonna run necrophonic. Thermal camera's offline.
Samuel, speak to me now. Where are you? Can you see me?
Do you think maybe that while she's down here, he's up there almost monitoring, and as soon as she is aware of him, she goes or has to go? Should we check on Baz? Should we?
Not a huge amount of activity.
Do you know what?
Yeah.
I think you didn't get much because they were both down there with us.
Both of them?
Yeah. Seriously.
But isn't it interesting that all of the activity at this property is centred around everywhere adjacent to those woods?
Absolutely.
This building, the pool area, those rooms in the house.
Do you think we should go back into the house? If we can help Annie cross, he doesn't have any control anymore.
No.
We can get rid of him that way.
Yeah, let's try that.
Samuel's presence has made Annie too afraid to come forward and make contact with us. So we need to send her to the light to allow her to be free and out of her constant pain.
In the name of the Father, and the Son, and the Holy Spirit. Amen.
Amen.
Annie, we need you to be at rest and at peace. Samuel can't follow you. Shielding you is a bright light of protection. You're at peace now, darling. You can talk to us. Sing us a song.
Music.
Music.
Annie, was that you playing the piano in this room?
Love it.
Do you love?
I'm sure that said love it. I did.
So you are the one who plays the piano in this room. Do you try and get the attention of Russell and Louise?
Annie is now safe and at peace. So we now need to find Samuel to see if we can banish him from Russell's house. We head back to the Nissan hut, where I use my dowsing rods, an ancient form of divination, to communicate with the other side.
Is this Samuel? If you're with me, I want you to cross the rods for a yes response. They've just crossed. Is this Samuel? Guys, rods are crossing.
Okay. Are you the man in black, Samuel? Yes. You need to be gone.
Are you worried about where you might be going? Yes.
Now, Samuel, I can't promise you the outcome, but I can help you cross over. I'm not helping you until you tell me how you murdered Annie.
I said woods.
Woods, you murdered her in the woods?
Yeah.
Yes, thank you.
With Annie now in the light, Samuel can't reach her. We now need to send him to his maker, where he'll be judged for his crimes and sentenced in the afterlife.
Dear Father, Divine Spirit, we ask of you to open a doorway that separates our world into yours. This house, the gardens, the woods, the pool, the Nissan shelter, is all now surrounded by love and light, by God. All negative souls will be banished and have to go to be judged.
We're so pleased we could help you, Annie. And we hope that the trauma of what happened to you in life doesn't follow you in death.
He's going to be judged for his crimes.
Amazing work, guys. Well done.
As a new day dawns, we ask Russell and Louise back to their property to explain our findings.
Good morning, guys.
Morning.
Good morning.
How are you?
Yeah, good.
Well, we did have a very interesting experience, interesting night. So you joined us for the first part of the evening, that was Spirit Triggers.
I had this idea that maybe Annie might come forward a little bit more through music, through singing, and you very kindly sang for us. And I then began running the spirit box.
Interested to hear them in isolation. You want to sing? You want to sing for us, Annie? Cruel.
Cruel. Now, we can only assume that maybe that means, you know, what a cruel thing to ask. She's had her tongue cut out.
Sing for us.
Oh my God.
I'll just play that again.
Me, me, me.
Me, me, me.
Yeah, me, me, me. It's the do, re, mi, fa, sol, la, ti, do. Basically a warm-up technique. Me, 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 me.
We then asked you both to leave and we began the investigation. The question was asked, are you still chasing Annie?
Are you still chasing Annie?
Yes.
And then a little bit worse than that.
Annie.
Jane says Annie, and I think I hear I et her.
Annie.
Yeah.
Oh my God, that's horrific.
That's pretty sinister. So I asked the question, did you like the taste?
Did you like that? Did you like the taste? Did you like that? Did you like the taste?
His response said, pure fat.
Goose fat, it sounds like.
It sounds like goose fat, does it?
It does sound like goose fat.
Those responses really did give us the chills, and we thought, you know, we're dealing with some really nasty person. The radio went off. Nerve Centre called us and said, we've just captured something that we want you to come and have a look at.
I want you to have a look at this. So you'll see it coming from here, and it almost like hovers for a short period of time.
Oh, it's a shadow.
Oh my God.
Do you see it stop? It pauses.
I'll play that back.
It's like when a person walks and the shadows behind the person.
I can tell you now, there's no one in that part of the woods. All the crew were accounted for. We thought, well, we're going to have to go to the woods now and investigate ourselves. We all felt like we were being watched intently. The thermal imager was working fine in the woods. I couldn't use it in the Nissan hut.
Right.
Something was preventing it from working, and I felt this wasn't just a technical glitch. I felt like spirit was manipulating and attacking the device as such. Now, whilst I was in there, Ian and Jane were also investigating, and they were together by the poolside.
Samuel was popping in and out and just letting his presence be known.
I was holding a device, it's called Hexcom, and words come up on the screen. And as we were standing at the poolside, Ian turned to the woods and said, there's someone up there watching us. And would you believe the word that comes out in front of me on the device is woods. We started calling out for Annie, and I don't know why I asked it, but I asked, are you in pain? And the word that came out was constant.
It's awful.
So there is this theory, if you're trapped in limbo, you're feeling the conditions of what you passed with. And I think that's what was happening to Annie, unfortunately.
Right, Louise. It's
Yes,
mad, isn't it?
Yeah, it's...
It's a lot to take in,
Yeah,
isn't
a
it?
lot to take in, yeah.
I took her through the gates, and she was accepted by her loved ones. So all her conditions was then taken away, and she was back to how she was before she was murdered.
We continued to use the spirit box, and all of a sudden we started to get some wonderful responses of music and singing and further communication with her, so I'll play this.
Annie, sing us a song. Music. You.
But then that followed straight on with this.
Singing.
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 And then a question was asked, Annie, was that you playing the piano? Because we heard piano sounds, piano keys.
Annie, was that you playing the piano in this room?
I did.
You lost.
I did.
Annie, was that you playing the piano in this room?
I did.
You lost.
I did.
And then finally, I think a really key question that needed to be asked was, Samuel, were you the man who was seen stood or sat on the tractor?
Samuel, just answer the question. Are you the man who stands next to the tractor? Yeah.
I answered your question, eh? Louise, you look absolutely petrified.
That's just blood. I can't believe it. I just can't believe that. It's so scary.
What about you, Russell?
What a tosser. I really don't like this guy.
Yeah. You look fuming.
Yeah, I don't like anything that I feel might be a threat to my own.
I feel Annie was drawn here because of the connection with music. And she could hear your voice. And I feel Samuel was brought here because he was a murderer who murdered Annie, so he was following her. Well, it was a decision that we decided to make, to send him to the maker.
Good.
I also surrounded your property, your woodland, your boundary with love and light of Christ. And it's protected. And he can no longer come into this land, into your boundary. Annie, I've left her to come back if she wants to, because she loved it here. And I think she had, it's making me emotional, she had an amazing connection with you, Russell, with your music. And I think it'd be very selfish of me to say you can never come back here, because I think she loved to listen to your voice. She said your voice was beautiful. But I need you to know that Samuel is gone.
How do you feel?
Sense relief in many respects.
Closure.
Certainly that he's on his way, but with regards to Annie, she's welcome here anytime.
Yeah.
And I'll probably view that room very differently from now on.
Me too.
We go to the piano room to see if Russell is right.
So how does this room feel now?
A lot more warm.
Yeah.
Normal.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Settled.
And you'll feel happier to sing in here now, then?
Yeah, without question.
How about a little song for Annie?
Yeah, I mean, now that she's obviously passed over to the other side, maybe a sacred aria or something of that nature for her.
That'd be beautiful.
If she's still listening.
Another case packed with incredible evidence. But who knows what the next case will bring?